Okay, hello everyone. Thanks for joining our free online lessons. And for today's topic, I'm Shafiq Farhan. So I will do presentation related to Plant 3D, which is customized title block in Plant 3D itself. Okay, before we begin, so let's go a little bit regarding our agenda for today for these 30 minutes. So let's start with the agenda. So I'm Shafiq Farhan again. So as a technical manager, design and manufacturing, Acad Systems Sdn Berhad. Okay, and for today's topic, basically we will cover on a few area. The first one is to understand on Plant 3D isometric first. Okay, and then we will go in depth regarding the advanced setting for isometric in Plant 3D. Okay, third one, go to change default setting in isometric Plant 3D. Okay, and how to create a new title block and test the title block. Okay, if you want to create or duplicate the current title block, okay, also will teach in this video. So understand on Plant 3D isometric. So for the isometric, they will have three types basically. The first type of ISO generation in Plant 3D, the first one we will use a quick isometric. Okay, for this quick isometric, we need to do the pipe selection before we click on the quick selection, quick ISO. Okay, that will be the first method. For the second method, we need to specify each line number first for our pipe, and then after we complete the line number, we can produce the ISO by clicking on the production isometric, okay, by using line number. Okay, while when we choose the title block, right, so when we try to create the isometric, they will have default will have four options. The first one will be check. Okay, normally check in bracket or check A2, check A3, or any kind of paper size that you have. So basically for this check version, so what you will get the title block together with the ISO pipe and boom. So the purpose of a check setting here is to get total number of item that you already created. Okay, so the idea here, if you use check, basically people will compare this item, this boom together with the PNID. The second one will be the final A2 or final A3. So this one is a little bit more details compared to check isometric. So for this case, if I have I already created the 3D piping and then I want to do a detailed isometric, then I will need to choose the final type. So in this final, what we'll have, we get the title block together with the pipe ISO, with the boom also. They will have two additional table, which is the cut piece and the well list. So this will be the advantage of using final paper size. Okay. So then the third type of setting, which is the spool. Okay, for this spool drawing, spool ISO, it will split into each item. Okay, it will split one by one into each item. Okay, for example, your line number have more than 20 item, and then it will try to split. Okay, so as a shop drawing, so basically as a shop drawing. Okay, normally we will do this one for the detailing one by one, part by part. Okay, and then the last one will be the stress setting. Okay, for this stress, you only see the title block plus the pipe ISO only. Okay, only the pipe isometric only. Okay, no boom, no well list, no cut list. Everything clean in here. So all these things we are able to edit by using our Plant 3D user. Okay, so I would like to go to my Plant 3D. So this will be my Plant 3D, and then I want to do some new drawing here. So what can I do? Basically, I can just directly click here and create a new drawing. So which is this will be drawing for my FOL. So by doing Plant 3D, you are able to do any routing method here. Okay, for example, I will like to choose my spec here, this one. Okay, in this spec, you can also, for example, I already have created some custom item here. So if I plan to do, let me check, my custom one using which size? So this one is a strainer, and this strainer only use a 6 inch. Okay, so I will start creating pipe using 6 inch. So over here, if I create a pipe, so no problem to create a normal pipe. So just hit P, enter, go to upward. So if I plan to insert the basket, then I can easily go to here. This one I created. They will have topics to cover this to do these things. Okay, and over here also can do additional pipe. Okay, since I already created the symbol, the custom symbol. Okay, each item that you're, even though that one is a normal parts. Okay, for example, I add more here. Okay, I add check buff, for example. Okay, check buff FL. Okay, something like this. So if you check on this check buff, the properties, so they will have the ASCII symbols for each component, each item. So in this case, the content ISO symbols will be ASCII VTFL. Okay, and the type should be valve. So normally the type will be the same, but only the two capital here, two letter here will be always changed, refer to your ISO symbols. Okay, some cases you will see that VV, VT is for check valve, right? So let's start generate isometric from here. So when you try to create, since I don't set any line number for my pipe, so I can use this quick ISO by select everything, and then I can do by using this final, for example. So since final is the most detailed isometric that I can generate, so I can use the final one. Okay, so what you need to do after you generate the isometric, you just need to wait for a while until you see the pop-up at the bottom right. Okay, once the pop-up appear, you just need to click on the link. Okay, and then can open the isometric directly. Okay, it will help us to open a new DWG file, which is the isometric file. Okay, so later I will show on how to custom the final ISO. Okay, so still not complete yet. All right, so done. So this will be the sample that completed. Okay, so over here, since I'm using final, right, like I mentioned in my slide presentation, for the final, I can see this cut piece, this bomb. This bomb also I did the customization. So I grouping it into this thing. Okay, but for the strainer, I group into this fitting only. Okay, if I plan to create a new strainer, then I need to create a new category. Okay, so this will be the result, and together with this well list. So the question here, how to customize our title block? Okay, some cases, when you try to generate a bit bigger drawing, a bit bigger pipe selection, it will split your drawing into two different drawing. Okay, so that things, if you want to reduce that kind of error, right? So you just can go select everything, go to this quick ISO. They will have one button, we call it as an advanced setting. So beware in mind, if you click on this advanced setting, it only change on the current setting. Okay, if you go to another new setting, it will not follow the current one. So you need to change the default. Okay, so but before we change to the default, let's understand on the button here. Okay, so this case, I use advanced setting. So by clicking here, so they will have few buttons. So if I want to generate the ISO with the PCF, can just directly click here. Okay, PCF is stand for piping component files, which is the normal file that people need to generate the isometric. So even though you are dealing with different software, as long as you have the PCF, you can work together. Okay, the second one, if you want to export the boom, so since we are using the final, okay, so since we are using the final, then we will have the boom, well list, and cut piece list. Okay, you also can change the format to from CSV to Excel or to TXT. So normally people will need to get the Excel file. Okay, and then they will have also advanced setting here. And you also can override this symbol by clicking this button first. By tick here and change the direction of your arrow, the noting arrow. Okay, if your arrow in a different direction, just select here, click, just directly click. Okay, the reason why my drawing try to compress in one because of I'm using more here. Okay, so the using this one level of congested to split ISO, I click on more. So if I make it lesser, it probably they have possibility to split the drawing. Okay, they have a lot more possibility to split drawing. Okay, since we are using the quick ISO, right? So quick ISO are referring to our selection. So if you want to, for example, I use one line number plus one line number, which is different line number 101, 102, I select together. Then if I want to do a split by line number, I can click this one, tick on this line number. So that will be the setting, advanced setting that we are able to do. Okay, so the tips here, you just make it more. Okay, to compile, to make sure that your drawing try to fit in one paper. So how to make it the advanced setting able to change in default? Go to this, your project name, project setup. Okay, on the project setup, on the left side, choose ISO DWG setting. Select this one. Select this one, ISO style default setting. Okay, so my final A2, I already changed to here. Okay, so I already changed split and more. So in case I want to, every time I generate the isometric drawing, every boom will become Excel. Then I just need to tick here. So whenever that I change in here, for example, okay, I change all these things. Okay, and I click this one, override if any. And then when I hit apply, when I hit OK also, go back to here, go back to this quick ISO. So this one already automatically click. This one also already automatically tick. Okay, so to change your setting, to make it default, go to the project setup. Okay, for the title block, so since our focus here is more on the title block, so if I want to go editing, do the editing for my title block, so I will like to choose whatever reference that similar to my current title block. Okay, in this case, I will choose this final A2. Okay, for this final A2, you can hit plus. So I can just make it name FOL Acad title block. Copy existing style, which is final A2. Hit create. So once you already completed here, then you can click setup. So they will have button also for insulation and isometric, pipe support. So if you want to make sure that every time you generate the drawing, you see the insulation and pipe support, you just need to tick here, tick these two. Okay, and then next, just go to this setup title block. Okay, over here will be the tricky part here. So how to change all these things? Basically, if I want to create a BOM list, for example, my BOM there will have some limitation. Okay, so this will be my BOM list. This will be the area for my table. Okay, so what I need to do, I just need to press delete, for example, if I don't want it. Okay, so all the button will be appear at this top area. For bill of material, you can click here and then do the box here. For example, go to this area. Okay, so this will be the setting that already appear in my bill of material. Okay, so this will be available to do. Okay. Right. So next, what others that we can change here? So if you want to do the changes for your bill of material, so for example, you don't want to see this category, you want everything lump sum in one table. So what you need to do, you just need to go to this table setup, look for your bill of material or whatever table that you want to do changes, and then you can add more, add another column if required. So in this case, they will have ID, quantity, nominal diameter, schedule, and description. Okay, if I want to delete one of these, so you just need to untick, or you can delete. Okay, then the next thing, if you want to change the setting here, instead of by using grouping here, so the BOM layout template, we can change using the simple BOM. Okay, using the simple BOM. Then once you hit OK, it already become the simple BOM for you. Same goes to list, same goes to the cut piece, all the same. So basically, we will start in here, and our BOM will start directly to here. Okay. Right. So this will be for my cut list and my BOM. So they will have a few color here. The blue color is represent to the block, the table for the blue color, the blue color hatch. While for the green color is the area that cover the area that your drawing, your ISO can go through. While for the red color will be the area that your drawing or your ISO cannot go through. Okay, for example, over here, why we set some area here? So because of this area, we have possibility to get a table until maximum this zone. Okay, same goes to this area, because over here, we already have the symbol for nothing. So in this case, I want to insert some image here. So how to insert image? So by using normal AutoCAD, so you can basically you can just use command image attach also can. Okay, image attach. Then select the drawing, the image that you want to insert. So where is my image? Yeah, let me check. Only this one. I don't want. I don't want this image. Go to my desktop. Oh, this one is WebP. Then it's okay lah. I just use Autodesk logo. So let me search some Autodesk logo here. Autodesk logo. Image. And then this image I save as PNG at desktop. Okay. So from here, if I want to insert some logo here, which is the Autodesk logo that I already download, image attached. Okay, look for your file, which is the image file. Okay, and then hit insert here. So since this area already have the image file, right? So then what I able to do, I can also add the red area for my drawing here. Okay, let me move a little bit. Okay, so to make sure that they in this area they don't have any line attached here, or you want to crop your image, that one is refer to your setting. So then you want to create a boundary, you want to crop anything, then you can crop. Okay, for example, let's make it smaller. Okay, and then that move it to here. Okay, and then we will able to insert the red box here. So click on this red box, select from here to here. Okay, so that will be how we insert the image for our title block. So the next things that we want to focus, which is the attribute here. So since all our drawing already have the attribute, so how to change the attribute and how to do mapping for your attribute. In case you want to change your title block, so this also will be the way. Okay, maybe you want to copy paste from your existing AutoCAD title block. So you need to use this method. Click on this title block attribute. Okay, over here you will see that this will be shown. Okay. So over here they have all this attribute, project name, project description, okay, and then a lot more here, SHTL and so on. Okay, in case you already create your own title block, so what you need to do, so you can Control C and Control V paste here. So make sure this attribute you do the arrangement properly again. Okay, on your title block, unless your title block already have the attribute. So if your title block already have attribute, so what you need to do, just hit on this map attribute, select whatever attribute and then mapping to whatever Plant 3D attribute. Okay, so for example, for this SH, which is the sheet, so I want to change this one to the sheet number. Okay, so this one as a SH example. Okay, for this TL is a total drawing. Okay, so they will have a lot more here, and then the date is not mapping. Project name, this one already mapping, and then drawing name, I can also map to my current drawing name. Okay, since we are using the AutoCAD here, since we are using the default attribute default title block, normally this one already fully set up. But if your own, you need to link it together. So service link to service, spec is linked to service, spec also. Okay, so once everything completed, hit OK. To add anything, just select here or just go to whatever info that you want to insert. Okay, all here. Okay, just select everything here and press insert here. Okay, so let's check a bit. Okay, for this area, don't have the attribute. Okay, for this area, you don't have any attribute. Then this one, you can make it manual text. Okay, also together with this type. Okay, for example, I want to change this thing a bit different. So let me move. Okay, let me delete this one first. Delete. Select unit. Move and enter from here to here. And then this one I will let me move first. This one to this one. Okay, instead I'm using this type, then I want to change it into a revision, for example. So revision double dot. Okay, so how to create an attribute? So this will be the skill that you need to have in AutoCAD. So click on this attribute. Okay, attribute definition. So you can just insert whatever here. Okay, so for example, I just untick here and as a revision underscore Acad. Okay, just like this. And then the text, I prefer to have the left view. So this will be revision Acad. So to change the size, the font, so go to the properties and then directly change whatever font that you require or the style that you want to use. Okay, so using the standard one. Okay. Okay, revision one. So and then also can change the size also 3. So this one using what? Standard 3. Okay. Okay, just the same. Okay, so since I already create a new attribute, when you go on this map attribute, they will have a revision Acad that you are able to map whatever information from your Plant 3D. So that's how it works now, basically. Okay, in your Plant 3D, you need to, if you want to use your own title block to your Plant 3D, create your title block, paste here. Okay, make sure you paste inside this attribute setting. Okay, inside this area, instead of from the previous one, you need to go to this gray background, insert here and paste here your title block. and do the mapping properly in here. So once everything done, after place or anything, you just hit close, save title block, and then this will be my current title block. Save, return to project setup. Okay, it will save my IDW, which is the drawing template, and this will be my title block here, the latest update. So let's hit apply, and let's try to hit OK. Okay, for my pipe, since I already insert some pipe support, right? So I already click on the pipe support. So let's do some pipe support. So I will like to go with the few type of symbol. This will be the hanger symbol. Okay, and then another one will be the U bracket here. Okay, and this I prefer to use extension. Extension like this one. Okay. Okay, so something like this. Okay, so they will have a lot more here. So when I select everything, go to quick ISO, since I don't do any line number yet. So I can just change this one to my FOL, which is the new style that I already created. So hit create. So wait for a while until completed. Then you can just directly open your title block, your isometric with a new title block. Okay, so that's how your things works. So regarding the insulation, yes, for the insulation, you need to use this symbol too. Okay, so insulation, then you can do setting your setting, what is your thickness and so on. Okay, but if you want to make it your insulation in the pipe, they have another setting for that things. Okay, so done. So it already split into two drawings. So probably because the area cover, or this one not, the image is not proper, and then the location for my cut piece also not proper. So I need to do some editing for my title block again. Okay, so this will be the area for my pipe support. Okay, so that how we work. Oh, this one I misclicked, I think. So this table should be start from the bottom. Okay, let's go with the drawing number. So the drawing number, this one I already changed. This one user defined one, which is same like this, the mapping. Okay, and then the total, this one is SHTL. Okay, SH and TL. So for the others, if the info appear, and then it will appear here. But if you want to edit manually, you also can just easily double click. Okay, and then see all this info. So let's try to make it. Okay, so try to get the idea, because in quick ISO, they will only have some info here, right? So what if I use the final ISO? Okay, for the final ISO, it will also you will also see the difference on, okay, let me check here first. Okay, so select this one and then select this one, right click, add to selection all connected paths. So right click again, go to the properties. Okay, and then change the line number to A1. Okay, so the line number already completed. When I go to this production ISO, I have a lot line number here. Then I want to focus on this one. Okay, so this will be my style that I already created, which is not right one. I should edit it. Okay, so after completed here, so later we will see the difference on your title block, the difference between if you choose a check ISO and the production ISO. So because the the quick ISO, you not set the line number yet, or maybe you just use the selection. While for the production ISO, using the line number. So then for your title block, you will see that for the production ISO, they will have number A1, because I already set up this line number as A1. Okay, this line number type. Okay, so done, completed. Okay. Yeah. Here. So since this one have two page, the drawing number already changed to A1-1, which is same page. Okay, so this one need to do some editing again. Alright, so that's how it works. So hopefully that you learn something. Is there any question from the chat here? I not see anything. Okay, so don't forget to go to our website. Okay, so we did publish a lot of topics, and I believe for this month topics is very interesting topic. So tomorrow we'll have topics related to Revit, okay, to make it a gutter and downspout. So this one is very good topics to learn. Okay, for those that involved in the construction, for the small project, the house project. Okay, so you can use this one. Big project also, some cases they have this thing. Okay, and for next week, we have topics that relate to civil 3D and fusion analysis. Okay, so don't forget to go to our YouTube also. Just go to the footer, click on this YouTube icon. It will bring to our YouTube channel. So press subscribe here. So that will be my presentation for today. There will have no questions now, right? So hopefully you learn new things. Thanks for your time and thanks for your commitment. So see you in the next free online lesson, right? Okay, bye-bye.